Well, I have to say it pains me because, my book is all about how to be confident and how to be assertive, especially as a woman. And unfortunately, Adam and his production company has used every intimidation tactic in the book to silence me. I've received multiple letters from him trying to shut me up, and no one can shut me up because the fact is I told my truth. I revealed factual information and I talked about my experiences, which is why I encourage people to read the book
So that
and really find out the full story.
We obviously have to say that Adam isn't here to defend his side of things, and we didn't know you were going to mention his name, so we wouldn't be able to get a right of reply from him. However,
that's okay. I've been a part of plenty of storylines that I didn't even know I was involved in on the show, so I know what that feels
like. The finale of season 5, Emma made the accusation that you had offered one of her clients $5,000 not to work with her anymore. Then the series ended with your boss, Jason Oppenheim, summoning you for a meeting. He confirmed that you did indeed offer a bribe. Was there a bribe? What happened there?
I have absolutely never bribed a client, nor would I ever. Like I said, I've been silenced from talking about the show, but I always loved TV, and the show must go on, and the show will go on. I'm so excited. I'm nominated for an MTV award, and I will be at the award show, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm always going to be on television.
So it does appear, from what you're saying here, reading between the lines, that the door is shut on Selling Sunset.
No, not at all. It's really just up to me to figure out, what I want to do moving forward.
Yeah.
But I mean, the list is huge. You've fallen out with your colleagues, called the show a fake, open your own business. But a lot of people say if you weren't there, then it would fall apart. But how can you go back after all of that?
I feel like I'm just very strategic in everything that I do. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
And that is part of the book, isn't it? It is. I mean, it says on the front, stop apologising for who you are and get the life you want. How do you become a boss, biatch?
Well, I really think it's all about thinking outside of the mold and doing what is best for you. And I think we live in a world of yes, because we want to we want to make everyone happy. But I think it's important to set boundaries and also sometimes say no. And I think there's power in, being a quitter and quitting a situation or a work environment that's toxic, that no longer serves you. And I'm speaking more in terms of my professional business endeavors, not the show. But I think that's why I wanted to write the book, is I wanted to teach people about confidence and how to use it.
And if you look at your life, sort of where you came from originally and the life that you have now, the place you're sitting in right now behind you, because life wasn't always so glamorous, was it?
No, and I manifested the exact same house that I live in right now. I used to have the listing on this house years and years ago, and I manifested it. I envisioned my, husband bringing me coffee every single day, and I live in the exact same house. And that's because of this book. That's because I believed in everything so much. And so that's why I encourage people to learn my tips and my tricks. And it's a really great book.
And a sugar daddy changed your life?
He did. Absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't even know what I talk about in my book. I had no idea what Roberto Cavalli was, let alone how to spell it. I have an 8th grade education and I had to be pulled out of the school systems. So it's something that was really hard to talk about in my book, but I feel like it's something that women needed to hear and the world really needed to hear. And it opened my eyes up to the world of luxury, but it also made me realize what I value most. And my love language is freedom. And freedom for me comes from financial freedom and being independent and be able to, support myself in doing so.
And faking it until you make it is a big tip of yours.
That was something that my mom and dad taught me growing up. And it really goes back to, just being confident and being sure of who you are. And that's really where that came from. And it was the best advice they ever gave me, because there'd be days where, I wasn't feeling so great and I didn't feel amazing, but they just said, put a smile on, go to work, be professional, do what you have to do. And that was the best advice they ever gave me.
Well, you had Christian, your baby, in May 2021. So what impact has he had on your life? Has he mellowed you a bit? Has he slowed you down?
He has not slowed me down, that is for sure. He's sleeping right now, but if anything, it made me realize how important family and relationships are. You know, I think the most valuable thing we have on this earth is time, and it's so important to realize, you know, who you want to spend time with. And for me, that's my family and my son, and he just turned 1 year old. So I'm really excited about all that, and I think it's important to surround yourself with people, you know, that you love, because that's all we have on this planet is time, and it's so important.
Well, it's lovely to talk to you. We shall wait and see what happens with Selling Sunset and whether or not you return there. However, this is a guarantee, and this is the book, How to Be...
Thank you
Well, I'll
so
let you
much.
read it yourself.
And
That
don't
is-
worry, I am not going anywhere when it comes to television and fashion. I will be here for quite a while. I'm not going
whatever
anywhere.
it turns out to be, we'll be ready to talk to you about it.
Thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you.
always a pleasure to speak to you.
Thanks
you.
very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, Holly. Bye, Phil.
Right, bye. Still to come, Deirdre will be here to take your calls right after this.
It's all spinning out of control on the cobbles. Soap stars Sally Carman and Michael Lavelle take a break from the drama to join us in the studio, giving us all